If your whole wheat bread keeps turning out dense or flat, it's probably not your recipe. It's this right here. Whole wheat dough does not look like white flour dough, and if you don't know what you're looking at, you're probably going to try to fix something that doesn't need fixing. This dough right here, most people would think it probably needs more flour or it needs more water, but they would be wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you what a whole wheat dough ball should really look like, how it should behave in the bread machine, and when you need to leave it alone, because that's where most people mess up. I'm using a very basic whole wheat bread recipe on purpose because I want you to be able to clearly see what's going on with the dough ball. Once you understand this, you can adjust most any recipe. Now, I'm using whole wheat flour from the grocery store. If you're using fresh milled flour, it's going to behave just a little bit differently. It can feel heavier or looser depending on the grain, but the idea of what you're looking for in the dough ball is the same. Right now, if you're new to whole wheat, this is where most people want to start making adjustments, and this is where most people go wrong. What you need to understand about whole wheat is the dough ball is probably going to look very dry early on. It may feel a little stiff, and it may not fully form a ball. Whole wheat takes longer to absorb liquid, so what you're seeing right now is not the final dough ball. So if you're waiting for this to look like white bread dough, then you're going to overcorrect it. And if you overcorrect, you're going to end up with very dry bread or very dense, heavy bread. Your whole wheat dough ball is going to behave differently in the bread machine as far as how it moves around in the pan. It's not going to be quite as clean, you might say. The white bread dough will form a nice, clean, round dough ball, but the whole wheat bread may drag around the sides sometimes and not form that completely round dough ball that you're used to seeing with white bread. Whole wheat is also a little bit more stickier, so it's a little slower to release from the sides of the pan. But this is absolutely normal for whole wheat. And this is the point where most people panic. They think it's too dry or too heavy, and they start adding ingredients. That's where the bread gets ruined. You're not looking for perfect, you're looking for correct. Whole wheat is different. Bran absorbs water slowly. Bran also weakens gluten. Whole wheat has bran in it and the wheat germ. That's what makes it healthier, but that's also what makes it more difficult to work with. If your bread machine has a rest cycle, then don't skip it. It will be very important to your whole wheat loaf. But if your bread machine does not have a rest cycle, then I have a workaround for that. What you will want to do is when you first put all of your ingredients in the bread machine for your whole wheat bread, use the raw dough cycle. Let the bread mix for about 4 to 5 minutes, just till it's fully incorporated. And then turn the machine off and let it sit for at least 20 minutes. Do not judge the dough ball by what it looks like after that first 4 or 5 minutes of mixing. Just walk away, let it sit for at least 20 minutes or maybe even 30 minutes. What you are doing is you are giving that whole wheat flour time to absorb the water, the liquid that is in your recipe. It needs time. And that time will make a world of difference in how your bread turns out in the end. You might say to yourself, how can it look so dry yet feel so wet? And that is normal for whole wheat dough. This is 100% whole wheat. No vital wheat gluten added, no bread flour added. And I'm going to show you what a beautiful loaf of bread it turns out. The recipe will be in the description box below. I just want to show you what the dough ball looks like here after the kneading on the whole wheat cycle, and it is on its first ferment. So it's still fairly tacky and very soft and sticking to the sides a little bit. This is normal for whole wheat. Okay, our bread is ready to come out, and it looks beautiful. Here's our bread. And I'm going to let it sit in the pan for just a few minutes, and then I'll take it out, let it cool, and we'll slice into it. Our bread has cooled off and we are ready to slice it. Now here's a very important tip, especially with whole wheat bread. You want to let it cool completely before you slice it, because if you don't, it will turn gummy on the inside. The texture will change. So make sure, fight that temptation to cut into that hot bread and let it cool completely. Now this loaf is light for its size, and hopefully you can hear that. It should sound hollow when you tap it. This is a very good loaf of bread, and we're going to slice into it here, and we're going to take a look at the crumb. So here we have the inside. Just want to show you how soft this is. I'm going to come get a close-up of that crumb so you can see that crumb, because it is so good. See that, and see how soft. See how soft? It looks delicious. It's soft. It smells good. It's soft to the touch. Has a wonderful texture. It has a wonderful texture. So if you follow these steps, you can have success in making your whole wheat bread, and you can get a soft, wonderful whole wheat bread that your family will love. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to subscribe, because I share all kinds of bread making tips that will help you be successful in making bread, whether it be in the mixer or by hand or in the bread maker. And if you're having trouble and would like to download my troubleshooting PDF, you can go to the link I'll post in the pinned comment below to Gumtree and download a powerful PDF that I have with all your bread troubleshooting needs in it. If your bread is often turning out dents and sinking and just turning into a brick, be sure and watch this video if you haven't already done so.